Let's get him over.
Okay.
But 2 weeks go by and you're not concerned that somebody hasn't shit yet?
I kept asking.
He's been dead for a minute.
I don't know if he's dead or not. Oh, do you mind if I do? Can I get pictures of him?
I'd rather you not, to know what this looks like, you know what I mean?
On December 27, 2023, police get called to help paramedics do a simple welfare check on an elderly man, but quickly realize something very dark behind his conditions.
How long has he been laying in this bed?
Last time I got him in the shower was about 2 weeks ago.
I need help. Can you help me get him over onto the stretcher?
Who was he to you?
He's my father.
Okay.
Dad, we're gonna pick you up.
All right. So just
Opinion time. Opinion time. And I said opinion because I don't know anything is fact. This is a drug addict. This dad was very close to another brother who died in an accident. That son, who was worth something, died. Dad gets stuck with the loser drug addict. Loser drug addict is using whatever dad gets for drugs. It says fuck dad. Roommate probably is the same. Doesn't give a damn. Because why would you if you were of this ilk? Opinion time over.
anyway, forget the bagging for 2 seconds and help us get him over here, and then we can get back started, okay? So is this guy, do you want him to be a full code? Is he a full code? Like, do I need to do everything I can for him if something happens?
I'm no yes, this is the next code, next again?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's get him over.
Okay.
This right here, he was like this when he got here.
A year ago?
Yeah, he's been sitting in that wheelchair
Okay.
for fucking 7 years.
Okay.
He moved here with me because my brother died in a motorcycle accident.
Okay.
He's been in that wheelchair ever since.
What is his name?
Arthur.
Have you got his ID or anything?
Yeah, I need something with his birthday and all that.
Have you got your ID as well, sir?
Yeah. Hold on, let me get it.
You're gonna go up, sir, okay? I don't care. I'm just trying to get him correct so we can actually do some shit.
Are you able to grab the backside of the stretcher?
Is this it or yours?
Who?
I need a back end. He's barely breathing.
I know.
Somebody on the backside of the stretcher.
If you can't listen to me. You don't even do it. I mean, what's 10 more seconds? Ready? There you go.
What are you trying to do?
I just need you to guide the backside so I can breathe for him.
Go ahead.
There you go.
Yeah, just 1 second. You have a phone number?
No, I don't.
How'd you call 911?
These phones, I guess, work without service for 911.
And you said the last time you were able to get him in a bathroom in the shower was 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
Why didn't you call somebody and say about getting you some help? Like,
I don't have any problem getting him in the shower. You know what I mean? Just every time I asked him, he would fight me about it. You know what I mean? No, he didn't want to get in the shower. I had no idea that freaking it was like that. So I just got the cover off of him.
okay.
He wasn't quite like that yesterday. He was able to talk.
Okay.
Nothing. He I'm not one of those body language people, but these are lying eyes.
All right, 1 second.
People don't just wake up in that situation.
This guy's been laying in shit. Said they've been fighting him. Son said that he's been fighting about getting in the shower. Like, okay, how's he been fighting him? He said, every time I tell him I'm getting in the shower, he doesn't want to get in the shower. So I just don't. I said it's been 2 weeks since he's been in the shower, so I'm fixing it.
Okay.
You gotta see this bed. It's nasty. They're already in the ambulance. Where's your roommate?
Sandy, could you come out here, please?
With your ID, please? Mind if I get some pictures of this?
I'm sure you have to.
I'm sorry?
I'm sure you have to.
Well, do you mind if I do? Can I get pictures of it?
I'd rather you not, because I know what this looks like, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
If you have to, go ahead.
you giving me permission to do it? That's what I'm asking you for, permission to do it.
Yeah.
This blanket been used to cover him?
All those blankets were. You can see there wasn't hardly any meat on his hand bones. So it was pretty cold most of the time. They said that's my own shower.
This is how this idiot. This is acceptable. This is acceptable to that clown. I hope, wow, I can't say that because this is going on YouTube. But I was going to say when a certain situation happens in this person's life, which was probably inevitable with someone who's probably that maybe could be that far into drug abuse, I hope they I can't say that.
Was it about 2 weeks ago? And ever since then, I had to fight with him to get him in the shower that time.
Did you ever call and ask anyone for help?
No, but I should have. 2 weeks ago, I should have called the ambulance when he started not wanting to eat. And you see all the water bottles on the bed, you know what I mean?
Are you his primary caretaker?
I guess you could say that. I mean, I had no.
He's been living here with you and you've been tending to him?
He's only been like this for the past about 2 months where he couldn't really
get out and watch your back.
Yeah, both of us are cleared. I'll go make sure they can get out.
When he came home from the hospital, I had no idea. What
Doesn't know if he's the primary caregiver, doesn't know anything. I'm not a nurse, I'm not a doctor, but usually when someone isn't wanting to eat much, isn't wanting to move much, and all that type of stuff, they're close to dying. Or there's something very, very wrong with them. And I'm not smart, I'm not a medical, but when you're high all day,
of stuff that he's been changing the sheets. And he's done
When's the last time she's been changed?
2 weeks ago, I gave him in the shower. I changed everything.
So he hasn't gotten up to. What about to use the restroom? Does he just lay there?
He's got a bottle. I asked him if he's got a crap. Let me know. You know what I mean? I can carry him to the bathroom.
But you didn't clean up after you did?
No, every time he got in the shower, I cleaned up everything.
Well, even when I said when he wasn't getting in the shower, did you clean up after him?
It almost looked like that. You know what I mean? When I got him in the shower, because he wouldn't say anything to me.
But you didn't know if he was in here crapping on himself?
That's why I asked him. I told him to let me know when he got it.
the point is, if it happened, you would have cleaned it up.
Right, he said he would.
I know I'm speaking to normal listeners, not self-centered pieces of garbage.
But 2 weeks go by and you're not concerned that somebody hasn't shit yet?
I kept asking him.
I mean, I just...
Do you come through here on a regular basis?
Yeah.
So you didn't smell anything or see anything? I mean, this sheet is dry.
Yeah.
Have you got ID, man?
Yes.
That's it.
I repeatedly told him that I was going to call the ambulance every time I told him that. No, don't do it.
Well, I mean, that's
I got video of me recording him, telling him, Dad, I got to get you in the shower. You know what I mean? I'm going to call the ambulance.
If you have to record that, which I'm not saying I believe that, you're doing that to cover your own ass.
So you said 2 weeks ago was the last time you showered. When's the last time you helped him out? Period. Was it 2 weeks ago?
He's been trying to eat and drink right there laying down. He hasn't been like that till like today.
Well, that's more than today.
No, I'm talking about not being able to respond.
I mean, what has he been eating?
Sandy's been here more than me. She knows. She's been feeding him. I came home and there was like bowls of food, different bowls of food. You know
Like what?
I don't know.
Like
Beef stew, mashed potatoes.
He didn't take anything. All he wanted was beer.
Yeah, that's all he asked for.
And we
Yeah.
it for him.
So you haven't done anything. I mean, again, what is this right here? That's carpet burn.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I think I smell that.
I mean, it's wild now.
It hits you when you come in the door.
Once I got the covers off of them, believe me, I could definitely smell it.
Because a loving, caring human, but a child of this father, wouldn't constantly be caring and noticing these things. But at least we can get high.
Leave 30 sheets in here.
Yeah, probably the last time that I changed the bed.
You mind if I get them out?
I mean, go ahead and build in case, right?
Well, I don't.
I know what it looks like. It's just every time in the shower, in the bed.
And it's beyond me, like, people, they refuse, and he has his whole gaming setup here, because that's what's important. And that's probably where Dad's money is going to, too. That and alleged drug use and PS5s and all that other stuff and Xboxes and, the essentials of life. But why not put them in a nursing home? But I know why. It's like the same argument. If you don't want children, why don't you just give them up for adoption? And it's because you won't get any government money. You won't get any of Dad's money when his checks come, his Social Security checks, if he's has somebody else over him. How will we allegedly buy drugs and gaming equipment? And do we honestly believe this idiot has any type of job? Because this is like the only new stuff. Like, this corner is the only new, expensive looking stuff in this whole room. Like, all these old pictures, old furniture, you know, this is the newest stuff in this room. And what we saw, that was starvation. It wasn't just not moving, it was starvation.
Why didn't you like wash the sheets and get rid of it? That stuff smells.
I plan on washing it.
So just every 2 weeks?
Probably.
Our washer doesn't work that good. We have to bring it to a laundromat.
Gotcha, okay.
Why do it at all? You know, cuts into getting high.
What you printing?
It's a crane.
Okay.
With the entire house smelling like rancid poop.
And somebody said, like, that was a 3D printer. Do we actually believe that clown has any type of job to afford stuff like that?
2 of the 3 officers go outside to get fresh air and, more importantly, start building their case of negligence and elderly abuse and discuss the inhumane condition away from the sun.
That's bad. That's bad.
Yeah.
That's the weapon.
This is why, like, I understand parents. And I get he wasn't expecting his other son to die. But I understand parents who just don't leave anything in the will for their kids. Nothing. Nothing. And I don't know when the guy was well enough, but I would have wheeled myself down the highway to get to a nursing home. I would have called the police and demanded they take me to a nursing home. Because I'm not going to sit here and be abused. And I want resources to get my money together so that idiot doesn't get his hands on it. First and foremost, that would come before the nursing home. That idiot would not get a toenail, not a fingertip on my money. So he can amuse himself with games, and there's a reason. The dad was probably very close to the other son. This is a loser. This is a loser. And I don't even have kids. This is something to think about.
Well, that's what I'm sitting here thinking. I'm thinking tonight, yeah, because this is, everything we're doing right now is just by consent. He was almost in rigor mortis when they picked him up and put him on there.
He was dead for a minute.
I don't know if he's dead or not. They were working him.
Rigor said anyway.
Well, I don't necessarily know that it is rigor mortis. I'm just telling you the way he was stiff.
Some nurse in the comments said you can get really stiff and not be dead just from neglect. Just putting it out there. I don't know. Ask a nurse.
It was like rigor mortis.
Yeah.
They know everything.
To me, it looked like rigor mortis.
When I saw him back in, he looked bad. He looked like he had been dead for a minute.
I don't know. They said they didn't see anything in their running coat, so technically, yes, he's dead, but he's still alive because they're working him.
They're still working him right now. So
I have a feeling he's going to be dead.
He stunk.
Yeah.
He reeked. Like, I opened the door to the ambulance, and he himself.
He's been laying in shit for 2 weeks.
There's no excuse. Like, oh, he's gonna find me. Well, get his ass up. That's a responsibility if you're taking care of him. Get his ass up and clean him, or at a minimum, like wipe him down, wipe him down, and get the sheets off.
You could have called. If you had called an ambulance, yes, I could. He would have sat here and fought with him. But at the very least, you could have got somebody in here to help you. Somebody somewhere. I guarantee you, even if you don't have any money, Medicare or Medicaid, somebody would have come in here and worked with him.
Got that.
Tell him.
And there's no telling how much that damn 3D printer in there cost.
Because I don't think this is.
Is that the same place?
I don't think so.
Hey, you're gonna get a good $10 sheets.
Hello, hey man.
What's up?
We got a possible death over here at, what is this, 20
Road, the first house on the right, when you turn off of
We've got a man who has been laying in bed, been taken care of by his son. His sheets are covered in feces. He's got sheets bagged up next to the bed, covered in feces. The national left out of here with this man with a Lucas device attached. They were still working him, but I'll be honest with you, when they pulled him out of bed, I mean, it was, they're working him so he's not dead, but it was almost like rigor mortis. I mean, he was that stiff. So I don't know what, he's giving, everything I've got right now is on consent. It's on body camera giving consent, but I have not got a paper for this house or anything that goes with it. If this man dies, I'm not 100% certain it's going to be a direct result of the negligence that goes with it.
He reeks of shit and piss. Like, he truly does.
Again, the son said he hadn't gotten him in the shower in 2 weeks because the dad would fight him. How does he fight you? Well, he would say no, he doesn't want to get in the shower, so he'd leave him laying in his bed covered up with shit. We've obviously got neglect that's taking place in this, but it might progress further because, again, when they left, they had the Lucas device attached to it.
Yeah, probably get APS involved.
My thing is, I've got pictures of the bed, the shit, and everything else. The old man, do you want me to leave him here? Do you want to see about looking into it before you get, before warrants? Because I'll be honest with you, what I'm sitting here looking at right now with what I saw when I came in with National and what I'm seeing in the bed,
Elder abuse.
I think I've got enough for elder abuse right now. There's 2 adults that live here.
If you feel like you,
Second,
if you feel like you got enough for it, go for it.
I'm confident I've got enough to charge with elder abuse with him leaving by his own admission, leaving his dad laying in his own excrement for 2 weeks, and the only resistance Dad put up was he didn't want to go get in the shower. I mean, it stinks in here. It smells like human excrement inside, so it's not like it. I mean, he said, well, you know, you really smell it when you take the covers back. No, you smell this through the covers. I feel confident in charging him with elder abuse.
Did he live there at the house, too?
Yes. Daniel asked him if he was basically, I mean, we were, again, there's no Miranda, there's no search warrant. We came here, we weren't really even dispatched. I was just coming over here to help National find it because there was a difficulty breathing. So I rolled up with them, see if I couldn't help it. Next thing I know, they're loading and going and loading up Lucas. I didn't start an investigation until I saw the status of the bed. He was talking to National, and he told me, or he told them he hadn't got him in the shower in 2 weeks. He's not under arrest, so Miranda doesn't apply at this moment. He is not taking him to the doctor or anything else. I mean, the dude seems to think he's going to go to jail like you're building a kid. I haven't.
You let him sit in the bed, get bed sores.
I can't tell you about bed sores. I didn't see it because, again, he's covered up with excrement, so I can't tell you there's bed sores. I'm reasonable that I'm satisfied there probably are, but I couldn't see any. Again, the old man's covered in his own excrement. There's 2 adults that live here. One is a son. And another is a female that lives here, a roommate. I'm more comfortable with charging the son. If we're going to charge anybody, I'm more comfortable with charging him because, you know, he's the son, he's primary caretaker. Daniel asked him if he was primary caretaker. He's like, well, yeah, I guess. So,
How old is the old man?
I don't know. Hang on, man, I took a picture of his license, sent it on with National.
1950. So like 73.
So he's 63.
63.
He's got no meat on his bones. Again, it was almost like he's not dead, so it's not rigor mortis.
1950.
60.
1950 would be 70. So 1960.
Yeah. 63. I mean, not look 63.
You know, like, here's the thing, too. I think she's claiming he hasn't cleaned them up in 2 weeks. But how long? There's other sheets that are just as stink. So how long was he laying in those sheets before?
I get it, but, you know, Matt's got a great point. Matt's got a great point. It's, you know,
you have to be what?
Did he have to be 65 to get elder abuse?
Growing more and more worried about his outcome, David finally asks a question that he's been dying to know.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What does this look like to me?
I'm not even going to begin to start to surmise or anything, because the problem is if I start surmising and start thinking of stuff, then if I come up with charges, we charge. You know what I mean? But I'm not the one doing any of the investigating.
In my opinion, she should go too because she piped in with all the. And he did say that she was. Well, she's here more than I am. These are 2 junkies living off of this poor elderly man's money. I can't say what I want because this is going to be on YouTube. I can't even say what I would do if this was my sibling because this is going on YouTube.
Questions purely, I'm just talking to him. I'm not trying to interview or anything like that.
Anything to hide, you know what I mean? Everything's just it's laying out there, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's been overwhelming, you know what I mean? I was just gonna put it off.
Don't run away.
No. Not at the moment. Now, what's your first name? David. Tell me about your dad. What's going on with him? How did he find himself here in the bed the whole time?
He got back from the hospital in August. He had a UTI. We at first, he just all of a sudden.
Was he in the bed?
No, he was in his wheelchair. He was able to get out of his bed, get in the wheelchair, go to the bathroom. He was the whole 9 yards. He couldn't walk, but he was able to do all the things, you know what I'm saying, necessary for himself. Well, he stopped playing his video game. He was playing video game hunting on the PlayStation all the time. He'd wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. He'd pop a beer open. He'd start hunting every single day. But for 2 days, he wasn't hunting. You know, he would get up out of his bed, sit in his wheelchair, and
that was in August when he had.
Yeah. Okay. But he would sit in his chair and he wouldn't say nothing. Usually he's chattermouth all the time. You know what I mean? He's always either asking you what you're doing or in your business or something. He's always talking to somebody. He wasn't saying anything. He was just sitting there. He wasn't drinking beer. He wasn't playing his game. He said his butt was hurting. So I asked him, Dad, if I get you in a regular chair instead of a wheelchair, you think it would help? And I said, you want to try it? And he said, yes. So I put him in this chair. And when I sat him in this chair, he started, like leaning over and he wouldn't look at nobody. Well, I asked him, I said, Dad, will you give me a hug? That's one thing he was always big on. He was always wanting a hug. Mm-hmm. And when I asked him that, he didn't respond at all. So that was when I called the ambulance to come get him and find out what was going on. Well, they said he had and that would cause confusion and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But he was there for a week and he got his St. Mary's. And he got his antibiotics and all that stuff. And they brought him here. And it was like all of a sudden he forgot that he could do anything. You know what I mean? Like he.
That was after he came home.
Yeah, he would lay in bed. I would have to physically, and whenever he needed to get clean, I would physically pick him up and put him in the shower. He would clean himself. I would take him out, and he was fine.
How long did that work? How long did that go? We were moving into the shower, putting him in the shower.
Until about 2 weeks ago.
Okay. How long was it that he was able to do that? How many times? Would he tell you every day I need to go clean myself?
No, hell no. I would have to make him get in the shower.
So he would sit there for days, weeks.
Yeah.
And
I guarantee you, before I brought him here, he probably didn't take a shower in probably a year or more. I would have to freaking tell him that you're out of here. You know what I mean? If you don't get in the shower, you got to leave. You know what I mean? That shit. You know what I mean? He lay there and, Dad, I got to get you in the shower. No. You know what I mean? I didn't feel like I had to make him do anything. You know what I mean? But
I'll be honest with you. I disagree with you. I do feel like
there was a time
making him do it.
Yeah, that was the only time I could get him in the shower was when I told him that he had to leave my house if he wasn't going to be clean. And then I get him in the shower, clean himself, clean his bedding. I said, Dad, and I told him, Dad, if you got to pee, if you don't feel like getting up, you can use your urinal thing. But when you have to shit, please let me know. And I would take him to the bathroom if you could.
But this is after he had you?
Yeah.
And his mind wasn't right after you?
Yeah.
What kind of medical? How old is your dad, first of all?
About 62.
Why are we sitting in the kitchen? I have never seen that in my life. Someone just pulling up a computer chair to sit in the kitchen. Just saying.
What year was it born, do you know?
1960.
So 63.
What, 63?
Or will be 63. Okay. So, your dad, what kind of medical history does your dad have?
I don't know. Like I said, I didn't see him for 10 years prior to the year he'd been here. He was living with my brother. Me and my brother had a falling out. Chris told me to never show up at the house again or he would shoot me. So I didn't go around, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden he was riding his motorcycle. He was going way too fast for conditions and some kid pulled out in front of him and hit him. He hit the kid and he went into the guardrail and he had a strap from his helmet to cut the oxygen from his brain, so he was brain dead before they even got there to take him to the hospital. And that's when I first saw my dad. It's been like 10 years, you know what I mean? He was in a wheelchair. I didn't know nothing about none of this. My brother got him a wheelchair. And
there's a reason why the brother kept him from his own father.
He got in a wheelchair, and once he sat in that wheelchair, he did not get up or nothing.
So when he came back from the hospital, was he able to get up and go to the hospital?
I'm sure he was able to, but as far as him knowing he could do it, I don't think so.
So he was never in the right mind after the hospital visit? So that never recovered?
No.
So he needed help with everything after that?
Yeah, basically. I mean, he could still feed himself. He was still asking for beer. I mean, he still talk. He was still communicating. He kept asking me where Chris was, how's mom doing, blah, blah, blah. Those kind of things.
That sounds like dementia.
So were your dad's caregiver, essentially?
I guess you could say that.
Okay, but you were the one who was giving primary care.
Chris was at first.
But over the last year, you've been the one responsible for your dad's primary care.
Yeah, and for the last year until he came back from the hospital, he was fine. He could take care of himself. And then he got back from the hospital, and they said that they told me that he was showing signs of dementia.
Well, yeah, I would think so. I mean,
yep.
Never quite recovered from where you were.
Really?
You never quite recover. And the worse before they get it treated, the worse the lack of recovery is. They didn't explain that to you when you were in the hospital?
No. I mean, they said that he would have confusion. They told us what the side effects would be, and that's why he's going through. But as far as what caused it, they didn't say that would cause it.
So medical professionals tell you that your father has symptoms of dementia. And your response is, well, he wouldn't let me get him into a shower. Well, all he would do, he didn't want to eat anything. Well, I don't know. I had threatening, throwing him out of my house if he wouldn't take a shower. I mean, you don't have to have passed the MCAT to have any type of brainwave that is useful to yourself and the rest of humanity. Just say it.
Well, it'll help cause confusion.
And like I said, he was fully capable of taking care of himself until he got back from the hospital in August. And I know I should have got help. You know what I mean? I had no idea.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. You cannot afford to hire a lawyer one to represent you before any question if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statement. Do you have any, you understand each of these rights without explaining them?
Yes, sir.
Having these rights in mind, would you like to continue talking with me?
What do you mean?
Would you like to continue talking with me, answering questions?
Please stop talking. And I don't say that to support him. I'm really tired of him speaking.
Sure.
Okay. Why didn't you call the ambulance before now? I mean, your dad has been in bad shape. I mean,
he was talking to me yesterday. He was able to talk yesterday.
Okay.
I told him I wanted to call the ambulance yesterday, and he kept telling me no. I don't know why. I said, Dad, what is your problem with the hospital? He just kept telling me no.
And he had no medical issues that you're aware of other than having the and setting in as a result of it?
That's it.
At some point, though, because you can smell the urine and the feces when we come in the house. So here's my point. At some point, as son and / caregiver, you got to say the hell with what you say. We're going to get you help. Because if you would have called the ambulance, they would have helped him up. They would have taken him to the hospital, or they would have helped you get him up so he can use the restroom. And by the look at the sheets that you took off that are in the trash, this ain't the first time he's laid in his shit and piss for a while.
No, that's why I told him, Dad, let me know when you got the shit.
So before this, the 2 weeks before this, how long had he sat there before he had showered then too?
2 weeks, a month.
I mean, how frequently were you giving him showers and helping him use the restroom? Because the sheets that you...
Probably every week or so, every 2 weeks.
So he would lay there for a week or 2 weeks, and then after 2 weeks he would get up and get a shower?
Or you would make him get up and get a shower?
Yeah, I would make him get up and get a shower.
Why not make him do that daily?
Or at least daily get up and...
He would mention it.
Making him and mentioning it are two different things. Making him and mentioning are two different things.
Because it's like when you get someone, when the mind's gone, it's like taking care of a child again. You're going to tell a child 100 times to go get a shower and
Go use the restroom, but they don't want to do it.
No, I have no idea.
I mean, did you ever look at getting diapers, the diapers for him?
Yeah, he would take them off.
So again, why not change it every time he would go? I mean, I know you had to smell it when he did,
Yeah.
but why not change it when he did? Why not change it when he did go on himself, when he did piss or shit on himself? I mean, you might not know immediately when he pees, but you're going to know immediately when he takes a dump on
Yes,
himself.
sir.
Almost immediately.
Yes,
Within
sir.
minutes, you're going to know.
Yes, sir.
So why not change him? Why not change the sheets? Why not wipe him, clean him up? Because he hasn't been cleaned up in a while.
That's been 2 weeks.
Been how long?
It's been 2 weeks.
So why not do it then?
I understand.
Well, I'm asking you, I mean, why not do it then? Why didn't you do it then?
Do you here most of the day? Or do you work anywhere? Or are you here?
No.
So you don't. So you're here like most of the day, you would say?
We're living off of Daddy's money. Where were you when we were getting high? Allegedly.
It's not most of the day, but I mean, during the nighttime, yeah. And then
So
I
he's
get in the
paid-
shower like every 2 weeks.
So he's been in the bathtub twice in the last month.
Yeah.
Okay. You like anything else? Okay. All right, I'll tell you what, stand up for me. You're going to jail tonight. This is going to be for minimum at this moment. Record, stand up.
Okay.
24, 11, 95, one now.
It could be more charges, but at the moment it is reckless conduct.
Yes, sir.
Okay? All right, is there anything on you I need to know about? Instead of cutting?
No.
Turn away from me. Anything on you? Cutting, stabbing?
No. Just mind you.
I'm going to start you, okay?
I kept telling me.
Well, ultimately it's up to you. You're the...
No, I understand.
it becomes a point where you can't just tell. You have to make when you're taking care of an elderly person, especially one that's in an
Well, another
mental
human being
state.
is in your care, whether it's a child or an elderly adult.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to take pictures real quick if you have no objection to those cleaning wipes right there, if you don't mind. Do you mind? You have the right to tell me no if you'd like me to say
You don't have enough pictures?
Well, I didn't get pictures of that. That is neither, I mean, that could be...
We can screenshot them off our body cams.
Okay.
That's fine. if we need to. If you don't want us to,
I
that's
mean,
fine.
go ahead. I'm not trying to hide
Yeah,
anything.
you have the
guys.
right to
I'm not
say
trying-
no.
I'm not trying to hide anything. You know what I mean? It's just been tough.
I got you.
you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, by the way, I don't know if you got an update. Your dad's still alive,
No, I haven't had a chance to give them.
but he is alive. He does say marries. But here's the thing: he's laying in that condition. If he gets an infection or a cut or something, that could kill him. He gets sepsis real quick. Had to lay it in feces.
Yeah.
Like, and that, you know, and we're looking at other charges. If that were, if this directly caused his death, it is a whole different ball game. As of right now, he's alive.
Which, by the way, can become septic also.
What is the? Can you?
You had that before you.
You said he had a urine receptacle here.
Yeah.
Is that it? No, toilet paper. I don't see a urine receptacle here.
It's my polythene covers on the.
Oh well.
All right.
Yeah, there it is.
No, that's a bottle. Unless he's using just like a gallon bottle. Okay.
Tea and we don't get
Okay.
It was on
Sandy. My card is in that white chest right there.
Are you wife, mother, or just your roommate? Okay.
We'll keep moving this one.
It's such a long story, but I'll give it to you.
Can you get name or I've already rendered 27. Can you get phone number and email?
Like I said, she said, that's what I was about to say is, I said, you know, you didn't notice any of this? She's like, well, I haven't smelled it. It hadn't been this bad. Like, I haven't smelled it like this.
2 weeks worth of human feces.
She said
and
she's been
urine
home for the holidays and just got back on Christmas Eve.
2 days ago, and she didn't bother to call.
Which means that your nose was no longer used to it when you left.
Yeah. My thoughts on that is it's probably one of those things that it ain't her problem. You know,
Yeah.
she's just a roommate. But
But at the same time, that's still reckless conduct because that's beyond a reasonable person's standard of care.
Yep. Yeah. I told her at the moment she ain't being charged with anything, so I could definitely see if investigators want to come back later and charge that. But yeah, he definitely needs to take a ride.
Officers arrest David, and shortly after, his father passes away. David is eventually convicted of negligence and sentenced to 10 years in prison.
Piece of garbage. Just a piece of garbage. I would say more than